Hello everybody! So, do you know this guy? This is Ryan Reynolds, a Hollywood actor best known for playing a Marvel character Deadpool. Last month, he published a video that he had to conduct a colonoscopy because of a bet he made. He's 45 years old, his recommended age to get one. After he performed an examination, it turned out that he had a polyp, which with time could become life-threatening. A doctor who performed the examination said that it had probably saved Ryan's life, just by an accident, by losing a stupid bet. But we're not here to talk about Ryan's guts, we're here to talk about your guts. Raise your hand if you have ever had a stomach ache. Yeah, me too. Who of you has ever felt sick after eating something? Yeah, I thought so. Now, I don't want to worry you, but these are some symptoms of gastrointestinal problems. I'm not saying you have some, but do you know how common gastrointestinal diseases are? Colorectal cancer is the second most common cause of death from cancerous tumors in Europe, and the second most common cause of death in Poland among men, third among women. Nearly 70 million of Americans suffer from gastrointestinal problems, which leads to almost 250,000 deaths each year. Most of these deaths are preventable. Since a long time ago, we've had traditional endoscopic examinations, gastroscopy and colonoscopy. Gastroscopy is an examination where a doctor takes a pipe with a camera on top and puts it down your throat to check your stomach. Colonoscopy is very similar, but from the other side. Would you do any of these examinations? Yeah, most people fear this. Personally, whenever I've heard somebody in my family had a gastroscopy or a colonoscopy, I was deeply sorry for them. After all, the preparation for these examinations is very uncomfortable, and these examinations are very unpleasant. But the main problem is that we examine ourselves too late. Over 71% of gastrointestinal cancers are detected in late stages of development. Despite having an opportunity, people don't undergo examinations. Over 81% of eligible people don't attend large intestine screening programs. This problem can affect all of us. You see, do you know anybody in your family with gastrointestinal problems? Yeah, me too. My mother feared gastroscopy and colonoscopy for years. Because she couldn't fight this enormous fear, now she needs to fight gastrointestinal diseases which cause her immense pain. This is one of the reasons I've decided to work on a device that may encourage people to get examinations. It is not enough to know you should get a gastroscopy or a colonoscopy. You must not fear the examination. The good thing is that for 21 years, there already exists an examination that is not invasive nor unpleasant. It's called capsule endoscopy. This is our capsule. As you can see, it has the size of an ordinary supplementary pill. It is easy to swallow for almost everybody. It has a camera on top with which it takes pictures of a patient's gastrointestinal tract. An examination using it is quite simple. A patient needs to prepare by not eating for a day and cleaning their intestine with a medicine. Firstly, a medical personnel turns on the capsule. Then the patient swallows it. Later, the capsule travels through the whole gastrointestinal tract, firstly through the stomach, then the small intestine, and the large intestine at last. While traveling through the patient's body, it's taking over 50,000 pictures and sending them to a device the patient carries with them during the examination. After some time, the capsule leaves the patient's body and they move on as nothing happened. But there's a catch, right? There's always a catch. Despite sounding wonderful, so far this technology has had its limitations. There are three main problems. Firstly, each picture taken by the capsule needs to be examined by a physician. So since it's tens of thousands of images, the assessment takes a whole day of doctor's work. Europe may be short of over 4 million health workers by 2030. Therefore, they don't have time for such long examinations. Additionally, some brands of capsules don't have strong enough battery to take pictures of the large intestine. And last but not least, the capsule can't take pictures of the whole stomach because it's wide and deep in comparison to intestine. It allows the doctor to check whether there are pathologies in some parts of the stomach, but the examination is not complete. Because of these limitations, this technology hasn't been popular so far. But here's the good news, the very good news. It is possible to change it. We are creating an artificial intelligence technology which is going to address the most crucial problem, the lack of doctor's time. With capsule endoscopy, a doctor is like a TV reporter. He doesn't have time to browse through all the news in the world. Most of them are not interesting. He has a team of reporters who suggest him only this which matter to him. Most of the images taken by the capsule are images of a healthy tissue. So AI can reduce the time a doctor needs to spend on these images by filtering all the normal ones and suggesting him only these which contain a pathology. Here are various pictures taken by the capsule. All pathologies in gastrointestinal tract can look very different and can appear on every part of an image. So far, AI hasn't been employed in capsule endoscopy because of lack of such data. Teaching good AI models requires a lot of data from a diverse population of patients, with each possible pathology well represented in the datasets. Now, we have both knowledge and resources to generate synthetic data to address this problem, because in recent years, AI has been developing rapidly and we can see that everywhere. These synthetic images allow us to fill in holes in our datasets and improve them greatly for AI models. The beauty of synthetic data is that we can choose what we want the image to contain. Therefore, if we have too few examples of a certain rare type of disease, we can generate more. AI with synthetic data allows us to solve problems capsule endoscopy has had for 21 years. By reducing the time a physician needs to make a diagnosis and adjusting the technology, we could introduce in-home screening tests using capsules. Nearly nobody should fear to swallow a capsule, so we could overcome the barrier of fear that has repelled us for many years of traditional endoscopic examinations. If we examine ourselves more often, social awareness will rise. We will have less diseases, less complications, and less deaths. So after hearing my speech, who of you would swallow an endoscopic capsule? Good for you. If a way for people to prevent gastrointestinal diseases is clear and easy to do, they will take care of their health and carry out the necessary preventive examinations. I would like to ask you a favor. When you go home today, think about your health or that of your loved ones, especially those who may be struggling with gastrointestinal problems. Convince yourself of preventive examinations and take your health into your own hands. As time goes by, more and more new technologies in medicine will emerge. Let's trust them, as they can solve the problems we have been facing for many years and overcome the limitations that have existed so far. Thank you for your attention.